Georgia, first of all, we're going to start off with her, and because I mean that was it was horrible to watch.
Well, it was the one that they
coming.
saved till last, wasn't it? We
know.
knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And
Had
we
us
knew
on
what
the
was
edge
going
of
to
our
happen.
seats,
You could
didn't
tell
they?
from their faces, the boys knew what was going to happen as
Yeah.
well, and they were all trying to pull this
They all looked
poker
guilty,
face.
didn't they? Because they knew. And little Georgia was stood there like, I'm going to stick. And all the boys were going, oh, my God. They knew, didn't they, what was going to
Do you think she had an inkling? I mean, from her body language, do you think she knew what was coming, or do you think... Because I'd have been thinking they'd want to end this on a happy ending, a high.
Would you? I know.
So
Surely it would be on Love Island, you
I
see.
know, but that's what I'd be thinking, that it was going to be OK.
I think she'd wound herself up. You could actually see her... she'd wound herself into a state of aggressive arousal. She got very angry. She'd been making Danny angry as well.
Yeah.
And what was very sad was the fact that although she tried to be very tough, when she saw Josh walk in, I think she was shocked, because suddenly you could see her becoming really upset. And what she had to do was reboot. She changed her state.
She
I don't
did.
remember, she turned her back
she
to
did.
them all, and you could feel her sort of trying to get back to anger again, which is what she did when she turned around.
To
But she
protect
didn't
herself.
cry.
Yeah.
She didn't, but that bun thing did wobble on her head, didn't it?
It did.
It's like a
So
little
was there
antenna.
a sort of a rebooting?
Yeah, when you change your state with your body language, and she was very good to be able to do it like that, because she must have been absolutely distraught.
Yeah.
When you change your state, you can change your mood slightly as well, so that if you act brave, you can make yourself feel a bit braver.
So Josh didn't help himself. I mean, when he came in, I just kept saying, I know he said sorry, but he said it after he said so many other things. I was like, just
He almost
say
stuck the knife
sorry.
in again, because
Made
he
it
went,
worse.
it would only take someone phenomenal, I think he said, to sweep me off my feet. And even Caroline reacted, didn't she?
Yeah.
She was like, wow, because that
That's
was like
nice.
just to stick the knife in a bit more. But yeah, he didn't seem...
Why didn't those girls look at Josh's body language? Because he's been doing it all the way through. He has this narcissistic... you only see him splayed facing front, and the girls would be sitting there trying to get reassurance, trying to get... And the only time he actually turns around and gives them attention is when they pay him a compliment. And that's when you
saw it coming.
It's about... Yeah, it's all about me. And he's exactly the same with Kaz. I don't think she'll get any better out of him.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I'm not really surprised. Put your cynical hat on, Phillip, when you're watching Love
Yeah,
Island.
no, well, no, I am. I'm a
It
terrible
normally does.
cynic. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But what surprised me also was that as the new couples were revealed, especially with Danny and Jack, was the way that Danny reacted to Elle, his ex, coming in
bit of
with
a
someone else.
different side to
She
Danny,
picked
wasn't it?
someone
I
else.
think very much so, and I think Jack's got real problems. I mean, I don't know if you... Even when they reunited, I think she got herself in a state of aggression. You know, when
She
you get,
worked
when you get
herself
angry
up
with
so
somebody,
much, yeah.
then you find out they haven't done anything. You've still got the anger there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when she greeted him, it was quite... Look, she did this kind of thing that babies do when they want to be picked up to their parent. But then they got this very light kiss, and then she was sitting there...
I thought that it wasn't much of a smooch,
But
was
she
it? I was
doesn't know
expecting more.
She doesn't have a chat with him. Like, if you thought...
She wants to grill
I
him,
know
yeah,
you're
that's
single,
true.
you've come back to be with me. But
Yeah.
I still know you've been in there with your ex.
Yeah.
I'm just going to wait
She
until
still
you've
thinks he's
explained
been
yourself.
in there charming
But you're
his ex,
right,
doesn't
we
he?
got another side to her. I mean, she was...
Yeah.
And it was... She was masking, she was smiling for the cameras, but she was muttering out the side of her mouth, all of that stuff that we then got subtitled.
When she said, I'm not going to clap him, and I saw Jack do this with his hand because he was so awkward. He wanted to clap, but she was, like, holding his hand down.
Yeah.
I was surprised she behaved like that, actually. And I hope once the anger dies down, that then she... Because actually, his ex hasn't done anything wrong. The only
No.
inkling we had the other night was when she talked about him saying that he loved her or something. He told her that he was in love with her. And I thought, OK, if she starts bringing that up again, then I'm going to have an issue with her.
Yeah.
But until she does that, actually, she's quite a sweet girl.
She left him alone in Castor Moor.
Yeah,
to an
she
extent.
did.
She didn't follow him around. She
did.
let him
I
get on
think
with it.
even her breathing will annoy Danny over the next year.
And she's pretty as well, which doesn't help.
Yes, and
with the
she's stuck her finger in her
Very
mouth, which won't
pretty.
help.
I'm fascinated to know your thoughts on Dr Alex, because last night he chose to recouple with Grace after spending a couple of nights with Charlie. So that all suddenly came out of nowhere.
We saw a bit of like a lad banter side to him last night, didn't we? When he was like, oh, I'm putting her on the sub bench. I don't know if he's trying to show off to the boys.
See, I'm not buying it, though. I
Do you
mean,
think he's just doing it to
he might
fit
have used
in?
the words, but he
Yeah.
didn't really mean it.
It was just all a bit weird, wasn't it?
I mean, being chatted up by him is like having a consultation with a gynaecologist. I mean, he was
Right.
sitting there. It's like he's got his tick list. He's not listening to the girls at all.
Yeah.
He now thinks he's got the pick of two of them, and I am seeing his arrogant side coming out now. He's always been shy, mixed with arrogance. He does quite a bit of splaying. He does a lot of precision gestures, and so we were seeing that slightly more arrogant side coming in. I think we'll see more of that. It was almost like, OK, he wasn't listening to anything they were saying. I'm a hairdresser. Yes, you're a businesswoman. You can come into my bed tonight. And I think we're seeing...
Yeah.
Is he
I found that
suited
a bit
to
odd.
Grace? Are they a good match?
No, nobody is in there actually, but especially not those two. I mean, that was toe curling. I mean, how long is it going to be before he finds out, or they find out, or the boys tell him or something?
We've got to discuss Meghan. I know we're running out of time here, but I just have to ask you because, I mean, her body language has been... I mean, when she was flirting with Wes and all the mouth touching and all this face touching...
And then when he came in, she was like this for ages,
covering her mouth. So what does that all mean? I mean, I think we can guess.
She's interesting. She does a lot of attacking, obviously, and makes herself unpopular. And then she does what's called pseudo-infantile remotivational techniques. She goes all coy and cute in a bid to not be attacked by the others, which ain't going to work because those girls are going to go for her.
Yeah.
I don't believe she's as confident as she looks. I know she's beating the guys off with a stick, but I think she's quite insecure. I'm not going to use that as a reason to feel sorry for her.
I think the girl was confrontational with her. She'd back down straight away.
Yes,
I think she's more confident around the guys than the girls.
EL was in yesterday and said he thought she was dangerous.
Oh, well, he would, wouldn't he? I mean, other things he said about her.
He's a victim.
But she has picked, you know, what she said, oh, I've got a real man's coming now, a big guy. So I think she feels the need for some protection.
It was interesting. She ran over to Josh to be the first one to say, what you've done is fine.
I couldn't
It was almost like she
believe
kind
it.
of felt like, I've done that, so she kind of they can hold hands together and be like, we're the same.
I think they all feel a bit like that. I think we'll see more recouplings like that because, you know, as soon as Adam started it with Rosie, and then Wes, and then I think the more that they do it, the more accepted it is in that group that this is just what happens.
And you know why? Because I'm happy, but I could be happier.
Yeah, and
Catchphrase
that is the phrase of the series, isn't it?
It really is.